The moment this little boy was born, he ran into ghosts, and not just one, four of them. But the boy wasn't scared at all because the four ghosts were actually good looking, and they always played with him. He loved being around them, even more than his own parents. He grew up with these ghosts by his side. So in his dad's eyes, his son was a weirdo who kept smiling at the walls. When Tom finally started school, he realized the ones who'd been with him all along were ghosts.
How come I'm the only kid I know who has invisible friends like you guys?
Turns out the moment Tom was born, they were forced to bond with him and couldn't leave. Growing up being raised by four ghosts, Tom would often run into the school bathroom, singing and dancing at thin air. To his teachers and classmates, he looked like an idiot. The ghosts even took him to watch horse races. The ticket seller refused to sell tickets to a kid, so the ghosts coached him into lying.
My dad said if I don't place his bedroom, I shouldn't come home ever. He'll give me an awful beating.
Okay.
So one afternoon, Child Protective Services showed up at the dad's door. He had to explain forever before they believed he didn't force his kid to gamble. That night, the dad said he wanted to send Tom to a psychiatric hospital. He'd long believed Tom was a freak.
Stop living in a fantasy world.
Hearing his parents argue, Tom felt completely helpless. The ghosts felt guilty too. To them, Tom was like their own child, but they couldn't help it. If this kept going, Tom really would end up in a mental hospital. So they decided they needed to stay invisible in front of Tom, but none of them could bear to actually leave him. They decided they'd secretly watch over him instead. They gently woke Tom up and started saying goodbye.
Goodbye, sweetie.
Goodbye, Thomas. So long, buckaroo.
I am so proud of you.
Don't go.
Tom said goodbye to them one by one, and the ghosts disappeared. Tom cried his heart out. He didn't want them to leave. More than 10 years passed. Tom had grown into a handsome young man, and the ghosts were still secretly watching over him. The grown-up Tom was hot-tempered and arrogant, a total workaholic. He even had to squeeze time out of work just to see his girlfriend. The ghosts were worried his girlfriend might dump him. Then they saw a green bus descending from the sky. Turns out it was a bus from heaven, here to take them to reincarnate.
Let's go, dead people.
The ghosts immediately recognized the driver, the man who caused their deaths. 30 years ago, the four of them got on the same bus. The driver got distracted and caused a crash. The bus fell off an overpass, and all 5 people on board died instantly. The driver went straight to heaven, but the 4 ghosts were pulled by a strange force toward a newborn baby. Turns out in the car that hit the bus was a pregnant woman about to give birth. She went into early labor from the shock, and that baby was Tom. Tom's birth happened at the exact moment the 4 died. They were bound together by fate, and that's how the 4 ghosts raised Tom and wandered the human world for 30 years. The driver, trying to atone for his sins, became heaven's bus driver. Everyone still had unfinished business, so they didn't want to leave. The driver agreed to give them time to complete their wishes. But what can ghosts even do? The driver hinted they could possess Tom and use his body to do what only the living can do. Will they actually be able to finish their last wishes? Follow me to see what happens next.